Alright, in today's video guys, I'll be teaching you how to remove and replace the headlights of a car. Thousands of people a year are pulled over and charged with tickets for having a headlight out. And as someone who has added to this statistic, I think it's time for me to change my headlights. Okay, 2 functional headlights are required when driving at certain times of dawn or dusk. And as you can see, only one of mine is working. This is very important to have, as one headlight being out can cause it to be difficult for you to see and for other cars to see you as well. Being able to change your own headlights could save you hundreds, if not possibly thousands of dollars in the long run. So let's get started.
Okay, the first step is to remove the key and make sure the car's not started or has any battery in any sort of way.
Okay, this process isn't going to work for every single type of car, but it'll work for generally most cars that need a new headlight.
Okay, the second step is to remove the screws and bolts that connect your bumper to your wheel rail. What you're going to want to do is use your screwdriver to loosen these and then pop it out, and then repeat for these 2 as well.
Okay, the third step is to remove these little clips that hold it to the part of your car. What you're going to want to do is just get in here and then pull, just like that. Alright, step 4 is to remove these 2 clips. What you're going to want to do is use a flathead screwdriver and just pop them out like this. And then simply take them off. Okay, now that your bumper's all loosened, all you're gonna wanna do is pull it out until you can get it to bounce a little bit. Just like, all right, the next step is to use your drill and remove this 10mm little bolt right here. Just like that. Okay, usually there's gonna be another bolt right here, but my car just doesn't have one. I don't really know, but all right, let's move on to the next step.
By the way, it's really important not to lose your bolts and screws. So what I like to do is keep all of them right here in the order I took them out. So that way, when I'm putting it back together, I know exactly where to put them.
Okay, there's gonna be one more screw right here. You just wanna put your drill in there and slowly pull it out.
All right, there's one more right deep in there, but it's really hard to get, so I'm not gonna be able to record me taking that one out. Just know it's there.
All right, your next step is to remove these little clips from this side so you can remove the whole bumper.
Once your headlight has all the bolts removed,
what you want to do is just pull it out like this and then disconnect this plug right here. All right, now that you have the headlight completely off, it's time to grab one of the new headlights and put it on there. But first, I'm gonna wash my hands so I don't get it dirty. Okay, now that you have your new headlight right here, the first step you're gonna wanna do is plug it in and make sure it's working. So let's get inside and check.
wow, that looks great. All right, look at that difference. Now let's move on to fastening this one and doing the same thing to the right side.
All right, so what you're gonna wanna do is redo the process and get all the bolts back into where they go. All right, now that we've finished fastening this side in, it's all secured, it's time to move on to removing the other side. Okay, now we finally have the second headlight out, and I must say, be careful. I have a little bit of a cut. I'm probably gonna have to wash that out. But all right, let's get on to putting in the second headlight. Okay, now it's time to check this one before we fasten it in. Alright, it looks good, so now let's fasten it in. Alright, now that we got the second headlight in, it's time to reattach the bumper. So now it's time to do one final test. Okay, so as you can recall, changing headlights is actually quite simple. It only took me about 3 hours. So now you can risk not getting pulled over by cops while saving yourself hundreds in installation fees.